I just spent 500 euros on this box right here. This is going to be a fragrance haul. Okay, let's see. Okay, so actually I have 6 fragrances here on my desk, but I'm gonna be removing this one. I'm gonna make a separate video. This is the Dior Homme Parfum, the newest version that was released this year. I'm just gonna make them in order. So these 3 fragrances have been released in 25. These have been released previously. So I'm gonna start off with the most interesting fragrance to the least interesting fragrance. And by the most interesting fragrance, I will have to go with Acqua Elixir. Now, I've been wanting to smell this for a while now, and I haven't had the chance, but now I do. So, without further ado. Okay, so I like the bottle. It's nice, very nice looking. I haven't really smelled this one, so I have really high hopes for it. Oh, magnetic cap, I like it. Okay. This is okay, so I'll try my best not to crap on this fragrance, but I don't like it. It just smells like all the other releases that Armani has released. Flanker after flanker after flanker after flanker. Come on, guys. I think it's time to kill the line and just move on to something new. Super fresh. It smells ozonic, a little bit sweet. It has a little bit of a green vibe as well. I think the Parfum is still the better version. Actually, it's the best one since they discontinued Profumo. I do not advise you guys to spend your money on this fragrance. Yeah, I feel like I wasted mine. I'm just being honest. Okay, so that was a disappointment. Let's move on to the next fragrance. Roasted Tangerine. Now, do you guys know this house? I like this house a lot. I actually own quite a few of their fragrances. Okay, so this one is different. They normally have like this metallic medieval cap, which I really appreciate and like. This is what the bottle looks like. Very sleek, very simple, very simplistic, nothing to it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it has a little bit of a wooden cap on top. I wonder if I can hold, oh yeah, I can hold it from the cap. So, without further ado, let's get testing. I like the atomizer. It's nice. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, wow. You have this bitter citrus. I'm guessing it's the tangerine since it has that in its name. Musky undertones, a little bit of a smoky vibe, woody as well. I really like this. This is very unique and it filled up the room already. I just sprayed the elixir here from Acqua. I no longer smell it in the air. I actually smell this one. It's a room filler. It has somewhat of a vintage vibe. By no means it's old school. It's very nice smelling, it's very modern, but it does have a little bit of a vintage feel, if that makes sense. This is supposed to be a freshie, but from what I can tell, this is actually very good performing. It has a little bit of rose too. So if I were to describe this fragrance in short, I would probably say, this smells like you hopped out of the shower, you're all shaved, you're all clean, and you popped some fizzy Tic Tacs, like citrusy orangey Tic Tacs, and you sprayed yourself with a woody, slightly smoky, musky fragrance. This is what this smells like. It's a strange way to put my thoughts around it, but this is exactly how it comes across. I really like that this slaps. This one doesn't slap at all. Okay, and we'll move on to Burning Love by Zadig and Voltaire. I honestly think this house is so underrated, guys. If you're looking for fragrances that smell unique and won't break your bank, Zadig and Voltaire is my top fragrance house to go to. They always release these think outside the box fragrances. They don't really copy others like other designer houses do. They think on their own, they have their own style, they have their own DNA. I really appreciate this house. I mention this house all the time, especially in my content, and also when I advise people who are looking for nice smelling fragrances on a budget. I always recommend them Zadig and Voltaire. Okay, funny looking bottle. I don't dig this bottle, if I'm being honest. Yeah, the theme here is kind of gimmicky, and the fonts they're using here I'm not a fan of, but you know, it's all about the juice in it. I did not expect that. I did not expect this. This is crazy good, guys. So this one is citrusy, has vanilla vibes. It's semi-sweet, so it's not too fresh, it's not too sweet. It's just right in the middle, which is perfect if you don't like too sweet and if you don't like too fresh. It's slightly aromatic and it has a woody base. I'm getting a little bit of a booze vibe as well, but I'm not sure if it's really listed in the note pyramid. It does remind me of something, but I'm not sure. For what I paid for, this is really a bang for your buck. Such great quality. And it has this airiness as well. So it comes across perfumey, if that makes sense. Solid release by Zadig and Voltaire. Guys, I always love these guys. I always love their releases. They never disappoint, if I'm being honest. Very nice fragrance. I like it. A thumbs up. Okay, we'll move on to the next one, and this one is Star by Mobisan. I bought this due to Sebastian, the perfume guy. He recommended this in one of his videos. Since I binge watch his videos all the time, and I do trust his recommendations because he's very picky in his fragrance choices. So if he really likes something, then I know for sure that it's really good. So, perfume guy, this is all because of you, baby. Whoop. Okay, wow, I like it. What? Oh my lord, this is really good. Oh damn, I already fucking like this one. Okay, so I think I know what this smells like. Damn, but it's really good. This is really good. Okay, so this one is giving me Leighton vibes, but it has this almondy, creamy undertone with a spicy cardamom punch that I love so much. This is amazing for what I paid for. Now, this is a bang for your buck. This is what I'm talking about. This is what a fragrance is supposed to be. Okay, so to me, it does smell like Leighton, but it has this creamy cardamom, lactonic vibe, hence the dark black bottle. I'm not sure if this is what it was supposed to be. It's a bit powdery too, and I'm getting a little bit of a lipstick vibe too, like a makeup vibe. So I think maybe Iris is involved in the making of this fragrance. Man, I love Iris. Solid release by Mobisan. I don't own any of their fragrances. This is the first time I actually buy a Mobisan fragrance, and I'm not disappointed. So we're talking Leighton-ish vibe, slightly creamy, has a spicy, powdery punch, like the initial maybe couple minutes, but then it settles down, and then you get this yummy kind of a makeup lipstick vibe. Really good. I paid like 30 euros for this one. I can tell that this performs really well. It's really obvious. Really nice. I think I would wear this for a date. It definitely fits like intimate situations. Wow. No, I'm speechless. Seriously, guys, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. I never really liked Leighton. I thought it was too expensive for what it is. But when you get something like this is an amazing alternative. So you're spending something like between $25 to $40 and you get something like this. Nice looking bottle. Very, very nice quality too. The bottle is heavy enough and the quality of the juice is really amazing. Anyway, we'll move on to the last fragrance, and this one is CK1 All. Now I bought this just to complete basically the bundle that I was purchasing. And I thought to myself, why not? It's always annoying with this CK. It's like they're too lazy to put the cap. It doesn't even have a freaking cap. You have to screw it on yourself. Let's waste a few sprays for you guys. Oh man, this is a little bit screechy. Okay. Not entirely bad. It smells like soap. Is what it smells like. It smells like a bar of soap or like a shower gel. Not blue, just soap. Very clean. Yeah, smells like a deodorant. Not bad. Inoffensive. I think it has a ambroxan because it's projecting kind of good off of the tester cert for a CK1 fragrance. Yeah, I like it. Smells kind of like shampoo or a bar of soap, like a deodorant type of a vibe. So if you're into that, CK1 All. I like it. I might take it with me on vacation. I think it fits that vibe. So out of all the fragrances that I purchased right here, the best bang for your buck would probably be this one, Star by Mobison. I would say the second best would probably be Burning Love by Zadig and Voltaire. And this one is just okay, nothing special, so it's not all that worth having. If you don't own many and you like soapy type of a fragrance, then I think this is a solid choice. Then I would go with this one. Actually, I really love this one. Now it's on a pricier side of things, so I spent I think around 200 euros for this one. I'm not really sure how much exactly, but around that range. But when it comes to niche fragrances, I mean, I think that price is just reasonable. But what I don't think is reasonable is this one. Man, guys, sorry. Whoever thinks this smells good or solid or whatever, I mean, it doesn't smell bad by any means, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's the same Acqua di Gio over and over and over. They just tweet it and just give it a little bit of a, they move like they take a note out and they add a new note that makes no freaking difference whatsoever. Really, this grinds my gears, guys. I don't like it. I don't think it's worth your money. I think you could spend your 100 euros somewhere else. You can buy 3 freaking fragrances like of cologne, top-notch cologne fragrances with the price of what I paid for this one. Anyway guys, thanks for hanging with me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe. And stay tuned. I haven't been really active on creating content because I've been super busy. There's a lot of things going on. But soon enough, I'll be returning to making top-notch fragrance content. So I appreciate any support I can get from you guys, and I love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.